All right, live on YouTube. Here we go. Come on, wake up. There you are. We should make some updates to this document. Arturo, saluda Luis Cabellos desde Guayaquil, Ecuador. Hello, Luis Cabellos. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining me. Sin from the Ecuador. Nice to see you. Nice to see you for the first time. I'm glad you're here. And I'm hoping you've been having a great week. And you're on Twitch, so you're listening to some music. Um, Goals for today. I need to update the database schema document because we made updates to the tables and I want to reflect that on this document. Ceballos, did I say Cabellos? I'm so sorry. Ceballos. I'm really, really sorry. I'm just gonna call you Luis. But yeah, we made changes to. You like the music? It's really good. I used to have like generic, copyright free music, but I found out that you can just play music on Twitch regardless, as long as you don't put it on the VOD later. Same on YouTube. So figure why not? Helps me focus, and it creates a nice little vibe while we work. Anyway, I'm glad you like it. We made changes to the tables, as I was saying. I want to reflect this on the document so that this all goes with the project once it's done. And there's one last change that we didn't get to make, and we will discuss that in a second. I'm still not convinced, but it sounds like a good idea. We'll see. I guess I should compare this with the actual migrations, shouldn't I? This is for the suppliers table. Okay, I think this didn't change much, actually. Oh, this is users. Never mind. Suppliers. Yeah, this one didn't change. I think the one that changed was products because we decided that the supplier ID was not going to be a foreign key on the table itself. So we made it a many to many relationship with the supplier instead of a one to many or a belongs to relationship from product to supplier. So this column actually went away. And we have a pivot table now. So I'm going to copy this whole thing. Paste it down here, and we have a new table. That'll be technically 3.4 in that case. And this makes it 3.5. And the table is called product supplier. And it consists on basically just a product ID, which is a int, I think it's 10, I don't remember. Or a big int, actually. Just to make it the same type as the ID. It's not exactly the same type, but at least it is close to it. So that's a foreign key. Foreign key to products, and same with supplier ID. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Huh, that's interesting that it indents the thing when I'm on it. Weird. And that's all the rows. I'm gonna leave space for one more. Can you delete? Can I do this? Just do that and delete. There you go. So there was the discussion about adding a supplier SKUs or stock keeping unit, which is a string, a varchar, I think, 255. Hey Willy, that's you. That's right. So I'm putting it in the database schema document first, and then we're gonna move on into working on products and yeah, just adding it to the. I think we already have it in the. No, we don't. We don't have it in the migration, so we'll add it to the migration, wipe the database clean, and then while we're working on products, we'll figure out the relation manager for this. And we're gonna have ads on Twitch in just a second. We'll always pause for ads, so don't worry. Not nullable. This stores the suppliers stock keeping unit. What is the documentation I'm on? So because I'm kind of bad at creating documentation in general, because brain don't work, words don't come out. So I use Gemini to create a bunch of documents. One of them is a database schema. I don't like working on Gemini's UI. The document is still there, but I just copy everything and put it in Obsidian.
The stream is now paused for ads.
So I'm in Obsidian right now. But I just copy everything from what Gemini gave me, a document, and just put it here and work on this one. This is the database schema document. I don't need the entity relationship diagram, to be honest. It's just it's a redundancy with the tables below. So I'm just gonna delete this part. My idea is that once, but for what? What do you mean for what? The the inventory tracker. My plan is, or my idea is that at the end of once we have finished with the project, welcome back from the ads, by the way. Once we're done with the project, I intend to put this in this documentation along with the GitHub repo so that it goes along with the project. All right, I think that's all I wanted to do here. Let's quickly go into product supplier migration. And let's add I believe I can just copy. Is this big enough? It's kind of small. I'm going to make it bigger. I always forget the command. This. Nope. 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 Oh, for the love of God, which one was it? Ah, there. I see. It just seems like a waste of time since looking to migrations would give you way more, maybe just missing something. No, I understand that it's the migration will give me all the information. It's just that since I want to keep that documentation on par with what we're doing, because I intend to put it along with the GitHub repo, I do want to keep the documents up to date. And since we made a bunch of changes last session or to the database, I just wanted to quickly jump into the document for the database schema and maintain it a little bit more, or maintain it a little bit so that it is on par with the changes we made. That's basically it. Just keeping up with documentation. Something that I rarely do, but I do want to do it on this project. Well, first of all, the Gemini was the first draft. The first draft. Whatever Gemini gave me, I used that as a first draft. Then I take all of that, put it in an Obsidian doc, and that is what I work on or have updated as we are working with the project. So whatever changes we make, I just try to keep the documentation on par. And once the project is done, then I just take that Obsidian document, turn it into a markdown, and put it in the project as well. At least that's the idea. It's not really doing the work twice. It's just asking Gemini to do it once and then using that as a base to work along with the project. Oh, I was going to go to the products, right? Web Dev Freak, hello brother. How you doing, brother? Brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Doing good? Awesome, dude. I'm really glad. All right, I'm gonna take this column and take it over to the put it here actually. Let's call it something different. Should I? Yeah, let's call it supplier SKU. Just like I did here. All right. That makes me think there is a way for me to make things available. Hold on. Right from the model to grab things from the pivot table, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Because we just reach for pivot. No problem. No problem there. Yeah. And we can also use with pivot if we need to. All right. I think we're ready to work on the resource, the product resource. Yeah. Probably need to remove the unique on the SKU, instead a composite index, since the supplier SKU could be the same if they use the manufacturer's SKU. So it'll be a composite between supplier ID and supplier SKU. That's what you're saying. We can do that, yeah. What is going on? That was weird. Oh my god. I did something. Hold on. Let me fix this. Hey Hamad, how you doing? Just type index tab. It's okay. Got it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I wouldn't do it a composite of all three though. Why would I need to make it on the product? Mm, that seems extremely convoluted. Hmm. Yeah, but I just thought of something. Isn't this an optional value? That's Gemini. No, we can think. We don't need to outsource everything. Just use the noggin. Use the noggin. Use this muscle. Uh what I'm thinking is that there might be I think the suppliers SKU should not be required. There might be occasions where you don't either want it or have it. So I could make it unique on supplier and product only. And if you have a supplier's SKU, then use it. You don't think it's optional? Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. You gotta understand, I'm not in the supplier or stock keeping business, so I'm also learning here. But yeah, you have a point. All right. All right, that looks good, I think. Oh my god, my PHP version always in the way. We're gonna have a relation manager here, aren't we? So that we can look at a supplier and manage the products for that supplier directly from here. Yeah, probably a table one down below, or maybe a tab up here. Let's just build for now the products resource and start figuring out everything as we go. No better way to work than that. Just do shit. Don't stop. Before I continue though, let me make a new branch. Guess data layer is done for now. Oh, I need to rerun the database. Don't forget about that. Data layer, that's fine. Oh, this is not. Recently, I prefer custom sub pages instead of relation managers. Looks clean without sub navigation, with a sub navigation, in my opinion. Okay. But that doesn't that add? I know it may look cleaner, but that adds workload on your end because you have to maintain that custom sub page, and while the relation manager takes care of some of that business for you. I'm just going off of first instincts here. Hardly anything extra, just the relationship, and you are good to go. Yeah, I was thinking, what does the cheese have to do with anything? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see how far we can go with the resource first. And I know that from the resource and edit page, we still have to manage assigning a supplier and also a bunch of things on the product itself. I do this mainly because there are 10 or more relations, and that's why cleaner widths up. Okay, no, that's definitely. Yeah, in that case, I do see the benefit, but in a small scenario like this, I think we can get away with relation managers. I do want to try it though, because the idea of submenus does seem interesting. So we might give it a try later on. I'm not ruling it out though. What? No? No AI assistant? Oh, I need to select. What is this? Oh, forgot about these. I don't care about that. All right. Let's now create a new branch. No, wait. Before that, we're gonna make a pull request. Merge our changes. Except of the to-dos, I'm good. Let me read more. Description, display, implement supplier management, establishes the menu, on the schema product. That's fine. All right, let's bring in PHP artist. No, wait. Database migration. Don't forget. Migrate fresh. Now we do PHP artisan. Make filament resource product. Let's go with generate. What was the other thing? Self deletes. Read-only view page for the resource. I might want that. Might want to do that. Yes. Let's include it just for funsies. Oh, I need a user. Do. Install on this project different icons, packages, maybe font awesome, for instance. Font, well, hold on. We already have hero icons available, built in. So I don't know if font awesome is really required. We'll see. I don't see the need to bring in more packages just because. You know what I mean? Only if we needed a very special icon that does not exist in font icons. Sorry, hero icons, which is what we have available by default with Filament. I think that's it, right? Font hero icons? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Did I not hear the add thingy go off? Is speaker button not working? Now I'm curious. Hold on.
Tuto1902
Wait,
on
it's loading.
Twitch said this is a test message. Is this thing on?
Okay. Maybe it went off and I didn't hear it.
The stream is now paused for
Oh,
ads.
there it is. It could have waited like 10 seconds. Oh my god. Remember, Twitch, YouTube, you have the exclamation point say command. That is probably the only command that I have. So you can call for my attention at any time, at any moment. Just send me a TTS. It's free for everyone. We are 2 away from our goal, our follower goal. So close. Why did this close? What happened? Avicii Bromance is great. I'm sure it is. Is that like another icon package or a font? Don't know why I closed the project. Oh, it's because I'm not using this. There. All right, answer over. Are you trying to use the say command, Willie? You have to put what you want to say next to it. So exclamation point say, then write your message, and that goes into the TTS. You had to do it, didn't you? I don't think icons go off. And please, keep it PG-13 at least. Oh, Willie, Willie. What was I going to say? Oh, PHP artisan make user. Oh, it's not working on YouTube, isn't it? Is it? Oh my God. Hold on. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. One moment. Uh, oh, it's because it doesn't auto connect to YouTube, which is just YouTube is just the worst sometimes. Everything it takes an extra step with them. I don't know why. All right, should be good now. What the crap? All right, now I'm intrigued. What's going on here? Why are you not working? Commands say. When did I unchecked this? Ooh, something's going on. What the hell? Try it again. I do it myself, but I don't have the input for the YouTube chat because again, YouTube shit.
Willie Lustig on YouTube said nope.
All right, now it's working. I don't know. I don't remember ever when you're working on or when you have. Let me show you. Do 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 do. So on SpeakerBot, StreamerBot actually, you have this.
Willie Lustig on YouTube said poop.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now? So you have this command here, and you can choose to enable it for either Twitch or YouTube. I thought I had it for both last time I checked. I don't remember ever unchecking that, which is very, very strange. Haunted. Haunted. All right, we have a user. We can log back in. Oh, what? Good thing I checked. Supplier, what? We may have broken it. We might have to redo the supply. Why do we have to do, well, what the? Oh, the policy? We made a policy. Okay. I know what this is. We made when we created the model for this, when we created everything for this, we also requested a policy, but this has to return a Boolean and it's currently empty right now. All of them are empty. So let's go and fix that. I guess not having it is equal to allowing it. I don't remember. Either way, I'm going to need this later, so. All right, we're good. What I want to do here is something similar to what the demo is doing. So I'm going to use the demo project as a base, as an inspiration. So I'm going to go here, head over to Filament, down to, no, up to the page. I don't think sub-navigation will be necessary. What I'm looking for is something similar to this layout. I want cards for certain sections of the product information, and the relationship, I want it like this on the side. So let's start with some cards. I guess I'm gonna need the source code. Where is it? Huh? It's in shop. Shop products. They don't have it here? What? Clusters? Where clusters? Clusters. Oh, thank you. Would have taken me a lot. Cluster, that's a new term for me. Is the cluster what gives me the sub navigation? Like this part here? Is this what a cluster is? I see. Okay. This is what I want. Product resource, not a cluster, not a cluster, but the resource. All right, let me see. We have schema. Schema, this is all version 3 because schemas are all in different classes now. But I can focus on the form. Forms components section, components group. So we have a group and then a section. Let me read on those. Tables, actions, form, grouping. Grouping actions. Hmm. You may want to separate your fields into sections, each with a heading, edit, and a description. To do this, you can use the section component, as well as allowing static values to the make. Yeah, the group is not needed on version 4. Yeah, noticed. As well as allowing static values, the make and description methods also accept functions to dynamically calculate them. Looks like that. You can also use a section without a header, which just wraps the components in a simple card. That's what I want. That's what I want. Or not. Let me check. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Let's create a section just for, in our case, it's the name and the description I want to put in a section. And then I want the SKU and barcode in a different one. Price and stock quantity. No, let me see. Name, description in one section. Maybe SKU, barcode, and stock quantity in another, and then price. Not in this version, no. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible at the beginning. We might add stuff later, but as a minimum viable thing, and by minimal I mean minimal, we're just managing products and suppliers and assigning products to suppliers. That's like the least I want to have for this product before moving any further. So yeah, so not right now. That's my answer. Maybe later. Because at the speed at the speed that we are going, I guess we could even get a minimum viable product according to the documentation in maybe a week or so, depending on if we get stuck on something. But we're moving at a very steady pace, like really fast, thanks to Filament. So based on that, once we have everything that we want from the minimum viable product according to the documentation that we have, then we can decide, okay, let's add warehouses, let's add multi-tenancy, let's add purchases for suppliers, and I'm not making any promises, but let's have a POS also. Again, that's a very big if, very big maybe, but that's also in the cards. So yeah. I know. Yeah, that's again not yet. We're not gonna worry about images and uploading and managing images, just not yet. Let's try it with a heading, see how it looks. And we're gonna bring this. And we're gonna bring description. Okay, one sec. There you go. Now let's make another section for SKU, barcode, and price. No, wait. I guess all of these should go in another section. SKU, barcode, price, and stock quantity. It is in the database though. You mean because at the time of adding a product, you may not have the barcode, or why? What's your logic there? Every product should have a barcode if you want to later use it or search for it in a sale or point of sale or something like that. I think. Optional, I think. You too? Why would the barcode be optional? I guess shouldn't everything have a barcode? I guess I'm not really seeing why the barcode should be optional. I mean, sell me on it. I'm learning here. Well, A, probably won't buy it, and B, if I'm going to buy something from anyone, that it's gotta have a barcode. And if it doesn't, I'll probably make one for sale purposes. Mm. Not at the beginning. Not at the beginning. Okay. Seems like you guys are ganking on me, so. Yeah, but this is for the, a PHP subscription does not have a stock, first of all. So apples and tomatoes, apples and oranges. And if we have a warehouse, if we plan to have a warehouse later, this is all for products that you have to keep inventory of. So software does not count. So I guess I get the point that when depends on the type of product. Yeah, I'm understand I understand that I'm keeping it very vague as what a product is in this case. And I do see the point of not having the barcode available when you purchase something from a supplier, because the barcode comes with I'm imagining a box of things, of units, and you're buying the box of units that has an SKU from the supplier. So I give it an SKU on my end, but I'm not giving it a barcode yet because I'm not putting it for sale yet. Yeah, okay. So I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it materializing in front of me. Okay, I see the point. Well, no. Every product should have the same barcode. If every product of the same kind has the same barcode. Like when you go to the grocery store, if you're buying a product that is of if you're buying a box of cereal of a certain brand, that brand and that box of cereal has the same barcode. So no on that one, but yes on not being required at the beginning. Yeah, we need database changes then. What ID is this? PHP Storm. Hello, Dark Legend. Uh, do we need a type this early though? I don't think we need a type just yet if we want to keep things like as simple as possible, but I do need to change the barcode to be nullable. How do I learn and code like you? Just start learning. You got to understand something is that I have been looking at PHP code since I was 22. And now I'm 45. So it's not something like you can learn quick, but also now you have a lot more resources. So you can be quicker than I was. The best way to start is by just starting. If you want to learn PHP or any other language, just pick the language that you want.
The stream is now
ads.
paused for ads.
But you're on YouTube, so I can keep going. Just pick the language that you want to learn. Watch a quick tutorial on YouTube. Give yourself a small project to start with. Struggle with that small project for as much as you can, and just watch, rinse, and repeat. Just practice as much as you can. Give yourself small projects to keep it interesting, not just watch tutorials endlessly until you are in tutorial hell and you can't get out of it. Watch a tutorial, but also practice yourself without a tutorial, and always read the documentation for whatever you're doing. Yeah. Waiting on the ads. All right. Ads are over. The music is amazing, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? YouTube doesn't know, but over on Twitch, we're playing music and it's good. Willie doesn't care about it. But if you do, and if you want something other than a silent stream, jump over the fence. The link for my Twitch is on the description. All right, another database change. Here we go. Barcode nullable. Migrate fresh. Make user. Relog. Description probably text instead of 200 char string. Was it 255? It is a string. Oh, you mean text? Okay. Yeah. Ew. What is it? Text? Yes, text. Again. Migrate fresh. Make user. And now let's go back to product form and make. Yeah, I probably shouldn't I? I already have one. In fact, yeah. There. That way either. Now we can make the barcode not required. Password by default, if you're doing it via. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. When you're using a factory, password is password by default. And actually, let me show you. User factory. Password is always password. Hey, David, how you doing? I have to say goodbye. Thanks to you. See you on Friday. Thank you, man. See you on Friday too. Have a good day. Have a good week. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not used to it, but yeah, I could have done that as well. I'm a PHP Storm newbie. An initiate, if you will. Level 1, level 2 maybe. Raising levels takes time. Let me see how this looks, by the way. I haven't even checked. Oh, it has? It has? It has expired? Has expired, you saying? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, it's starting to get chilly and my hands are cramping. Turning off the AC. I want to change that layout. I don't want columns. I just want one column. I don't love that it spans. Oh, wait. We could do columns too, which is the default, and then the section will do column span inline label. I prefer inline label. You know what? I prefer it like this. I like labels on top of my inputs. And I'm driving, so get wrecked. No, I have. I've used both. And I prefer my labels on top of my inputs. That's what I do on every project. I've tried both, like the first one. Mm. How can I make this go under here and still have it this size? Like one column size. Calls call start? Oh, okay. Uh column start. No, not you. All right. That did it. That did it. God damn it. So if I want the card for the relationship will be on column start 2, right here. All right. I like this design. We have the product resource. Now we just need to add the relation manager to manage its relationship with suppliers. That won't work if you want stuff in the right of it, hence the group. Oh, okay. So we do need a group then. We need a group with 2 columns and then a section, right? So this whole thing will go in one group and the other one will go in in a second group. And this whole schema is 2 columns. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Is the easiest? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna play around with the because that's not really okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with this design and have something that looks similar to that by Friday. Split could do. Let me check the split. Where is that? Schemas. Layouts. Oh, please don't. Ooh, Jesus Christ, don't do that. Ah. Could do agreed. We could do agreed. I don't see a split here anywhere. Forms, split keys, grid directions. I think grid is what we should be doing. Yeah, I think grid. We could try a grid. Yeah, there is no split apparently on 4. They're kind of simplifying the layouts too. Yeah. Anyway, I'll find out. But guess what? 1 hour and a half. We've been coding for 1 hour and a half. So we're going to end it here. If you're on YouTube side, your stream is going to end here. But if you want to hang out a little more and we're going to switch over to playing games. I'm going to go play Dune Awakening by Willy. Thank you so much for your input. It is always valuable. I want you to know that I appreciate it, even though I give you a hard time sometimes. But I really hope you know that I appreciate your presence here and you're always helpful. All right. All right. So yeah, YouTube, this is the end for you. If you want to hang out on Twitch, link in the description. I'm gonna go play Dune Awakening. Okay, I take it back. Bye, YouTube. Bye. You and your poop.